it'll be Arnie Carell at tailback. Maurice Gamble will be lining your tackles. Scott Edwards, number 61. The other tackle, 73, Brian Beckham. At guard, Philip Lee, number 65. And taking a look at your other guard, that'll be... Well, we seem to have a problem here. That'll be Marty Jones, number 68. The center will be Chad Phillips, number 51. Tight end will be Torres Swint, number 84. For Cedartown, their starting lineup, David Pace will be one of their running backs, number 4. The other running back for Cedartown is going to be number 30, Sean Ridgway. They come out of the wing T, so they'll also have Kenny Weaver in the backfield, number 21. The quarterback will be number 12, Brian Bergdorf. Chad Chandler, number 10, will be one of the split ends. The other split end for Cedartown. Okay, we thought we were having some transmission problems, but apparently we've got that cleared up. The other split end for Cedartown is going to be Clay, number 81. Actually, he'll be the tight end. Seem to be missing one of the split ends on our roster here. And taking a look at their line, it'll be Chris Hampton, Eric Bell, Bernard Poole, Todd Turting. So the teams are going to line up. We're going to take a 60-second timeout and be back for the kickoff for you in just a moment. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. 60-second timeout. They move things along faster. 40-second timeout. .1330 WPPI. The Lions took the kickoff while Dunson brought the ball out to the 21, where it's going to be 1st and 10. Out of the I formation, Dunson takes a snap. Handoff is to Carell, who has bounced right at the line of scrimmage for basically no gain. Now on the far side of the field, going from my right to left. Dunson took a kickoff right at about the 1-yard line, and like as I said, brought it out to the 21. He ran into traffic immediately. Taking a look at Carell's carry, he picked up... They're going to give him a yard on the carry, probably just on motion. So give 1 yard to Arnie Carell on that, but the Lions will have a long 2nd and 9 to go. The ball up just short of the 22-yard line. Mason to the left, McCullough to the right, out of the eye. Dunson takes a look. Handoff, Dunson on a keeper around the left side. He's across to the 24-yard line before he is brought down over there for Cedartown by number 44, Chris Shiflett. He's a junior for Cedartown. So Dunson gets about another yard on the carry, so it's going to be a 3rd and 8. Lions now on the near side of the field, once again going from my right to left. They'll be coming out of the I formation once again. The Lions have been using a variety of offensive looks in the past couple of games, and we'll see what they have in store if they can continue this drive. Mason to the left, McCullough to the right. Dunson with a snap. He wants to throw. Now he's on a draw. And he fumbles the ball at about the 20, and they called a recovery for the Cedartown Bulldogs. Will have excellent field position at the Lions' 15. So Cedartown immediately takes advantage of a big break and recovers. Dunson was hit hard as he drew back to pass and then decided to bring it on through the middle of the line. So now Cedartown is going to line up with the 1st and 10 from the Lions' 15. We've got 10:14 left to go in the first quarter. For Cedartown, split out wide to the left is number 5, Paul Parsegian. They come out of a wing T. Once again, the quarterback is Bergdorf. Bergdorf, he makes the handoff to number 21, Kenny Weaver, who stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the stop there made for the Lions by number 56, Kevin Williams. Give a pickup of 1 to Weaver just for falling across the line. So now they're going to have a second down and 9 from the Lions' 19-yard line. Once again, Parsegian split out wide to the left. In the backfield will be number 4, David Pace, and number 21, Weaver. Once again, Bergdorf, the quarterback. He goes on a keeper around the right side across the 10. And Bergdorf makes it all the way down to about the 7-yard line before he's ridden out of bounds once again by number 56 on the tackle for the Lions, Kevin Williams. So a gain this time of 7 yards. It'll be third down and 2. Bulldogs are on the near side of the field going from my left to right. And they are in an advantageous position now with a third down and 2 down at the Lions 7. Once again in the backfield, it is Pace and Weaver. Bergdorf, the quarterback. In motion, number 10 to the left side, and looks like straight through the middle is number 21, Weaver, who scores for a 7-yard pickup and a score with 8:40 left to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs are up right away by a score of 6-0. So that Walt Dunson fumble proves very costly as the Lions on the third down turn the ball over, and now Cedartown has put it in for a touchdown, going up 6-0. In to kick, I believe, is number 4. Here's the snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. So those Bulldogs go.
We need about 6 more breaks like that.
So very quickly in the first quarter, the Central Lions are down by a score of 7-0. 8:40 left to go in the first quarter. And the Lions are taking their second kickoff in 5 minutes. Walt Dunson deep to receive at about the 4-yard line. Here's the kick. Dunson's going to take the ball right at the 1-yard line. He's across the 5, the 10. He breaks across the 15, slam down at the 15-yard line. Excellent tackle made down there by 2 of the Cedartown Bulldogs. Not good for the Lions, but a good tackle. And that's where the Lions will set up shop now. 1st and 10 from actually about their own 16-yard line. They'll be in the center of the field. The Lions are going to have to get something going quickly here because they're already down 7-0. As I said, once Dunson fumbled, the Cedartown quickly took advantage and put the ball in about 4 plays. Scoring was Weaver, number 21. Out of the eye, Dunson with a handoff to Correll. Correll looking for room up the middle. Dances around the guard, but is brought down after a gain of maybe 1 yard. We'll see where they spot the ball. If they actually give him any room on it, they give him a gain of 1 yard, so it'll be 2nd and 9 now for the Lions as they bring the ball out to about the 17-yard line. A little past the 17-yard line. Dunson looking over to the sideline for his signals. On that fumble, got to tell you, Dunson was hit hard by about 4 folks, so it was amazing that he held on for the ball as long as he could. They've got Mason to the left, McCullough to the right, Dunson rolling to the right side, looking downfield for McCullough. He's open for a second on the sideline. He makes the reception at about the 33, 34-yard line. $18-yard pickup for the Lions. Dunson to McCullough over to the sideline. So they're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 34. Dunson just rolled to the right. McCullough in heavy traffic was able to wangle his way free. 7:36 left to go in the first quarter. They marked the ball actually at the 33. Lions on the far side. They run twins to the right. That's Farmer and McCullough. And the handoff is to Correll up the middle, who bursts across the 35 for a gain of about 3. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 now for the Lions as they go bring the ball up to their own 36-yard line. Once again out of the far side of the field. As I said, they ran twins on the right side. 2 receivers split out, McCullough and Farmer. We'll see if they do that again. They had them on the short side of the field. McCullough going out to the right side with Farmer once again. They'll come out of the same formation, out of the eye. Dunson takes a look. And he comes around the left side on a bootleg, and he slips and falls at about the 32-yard line. We have flags on the play. Motion on the Lions. So they actually lost about 5 yards in the play. Now we'll see if the Bulldogs take the penalty after the Lions suffered a loss on the play. They might go ahead and choose to decline the penalty and go for the loss of down. They are going to take the penalty, so they mark the ball off 5 yards. So the Lions will have now a 2nd and about 12 with the ball resting at their own 31-yard line. They've got to get it across the 43 for a first down. They've got a couple of plays to do it. The Lions now bring Mason back into the game to split out wide to the right side. Patrick Farley is in on the left side. William Farley, number 8. It's Gamble and Correll in the backfield behind Dunson. Dunson with a quick out to Farley at the 35. He is driven back and dropped at about the 32-yard line. He caught the ball at the 35, but a fine tackle by 44 for Cedartown drove him back, but they're going to give it to him at the point of possession, so they actually pick up on the play about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 10 now from the 34-yard line. Just a little quick out to Farley over on the left side. 6:15 left to go in the first quarter. Mason to the left. It's going to be McCullough to the right out of the eye on the near side of the field now. They've got a long 3rd and 9 to go from the 34. Dunson wants to throw again, rolling to his right side, looking for McCullough. A lot of pressure. Dunson floats one way downfield. It's going to be caught by, in and out of the hands of Wayne Mason. And they might have had a case for an interference call over there, but they're not going to make a judgment call by the ref. But it did look like number 28 for Cedartown might have been over the back by Mason on that balloon throw. That was Eric Lewis. But the intended reception down about the 30. Dunson under a lot of pressure just lofted one down the field. Mason tried to get it over his shoulder. And number 28 for Cedartown went up and over his shoulder to bat it away. They're going to have to kick the ball away. Patrick Peeler will be doing the honors, standing at about his own 20-yard line. Deep to receive for Cedartown, number 10, Chad Chandler, I believe. Now we've got flags on the play. We'll see what the call is. Got offsides against the Lions. That's going to back them up 5 more yards before they can try the punt. Down to 5:55 in the first quarter, and the Lions are going to be looking at, after the mark-off, Peeler standing back at his own 15-yard line. Peeler's come along, especially last week. He had some very good punts against Emma Sansom out of Gadsden, Alabama. Once again, it's Chandler deep to receive for the Bulldogs, standing at about his 32-yard line. Peeler takes the snap. There's the kick. It's a short kick. Chandler takes it at about the 43-yard line. He is hit immediately and hard, but he manages to hang on to the ball. Down there for the Lions, number 28, that is Melvin Brown, made the initial hit. But Chandler, I don't know how he managed to hold on to the ball. So Cedartown on their 2nd possession of the night. The first one they took over on the Lions 15 after a Dunson fumble, and they took it in for a score. We'll now have a 1st and 10. The ball is on their own 44-yard line. My left to right in white and red. In motion, Chandler to the right side. And it is Bergdorf handing off to Weaver, who bowls ahead for a gain of about 5 yards. Pickup of 4 for Weaver. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for Cedartown. 2nd and 6 for Cedartown, ball resting on their own 48-yard line. This is a wing T team, a lot of trapping, a lot of inside stuff. Very complicated, a lot of faking and twisting going on in there. Tough to defend. Lions in a 4-man front. In motion, Chandler to the left side this time. And the handoff is to Weaver again, stopped in traffic. Now he breaks free around to the left side, up to about the 45-yard line. Excuse me, it was Bergdorf on the carry. 7-yard pickup for Bergdorf. And that is a first down for the Bulldogs. 4:50 left to go in the first quarter, and the Lions are having problems with Cedartown early. Cedartown now in central territory. They'll have a 1st and 10 from the Lions' 46-yard line. Parsegian split out wide to the left side, out of the T formation. Pace is the left halfback. Fullback is Weaver. Chandler, number 10, and flanker. And the handoff is to Pace across the 45, across the 40, brought down at about the 41-yard line. A pickup of 9 yards for Pace, number 4. So they're going to have a 2nd and 1. The ball sitting on the Lions' 37-yard line. So Cedartown having a very good game. Cedartown did defeat Rockmart earlier this season, the team that defeated the Lions 2 weeks ago. Now once again out of the T formation, Bergdorf sets his troops, takes a look, and it's a quick pitch, and down the field to Chandler at about the 31. He's brought out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Just a quick release to Chandler down to the 26. So a gain of 10, and good enough for a first down, plus 9, as they bring the ball down to the Lions' 26-yard line. That was the first pass play of the night for Cedartown. Successful 10-yard pickup from Bergdorf to Chandler. And they've been doing it all on the far side of the field. Once again, going from my left to right. Now they move into an I formation. A quick shuffle back into the wing T with Parsegian to the right side. Handoff is to Pace, trying to turn the corner around the right side. He's got some room and falls across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So he picks up 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Cedartown as they get the ball over to this side of the field. Pace just on a quick dash. They lined up in the I, then made a quick shift into the wing T, then with a quick snap after that. So it's going to be 2nd and 3. Ball resting on the Lions' 19-yard line. Parsegian out to the left side. This time they just come out in the wing T. Pace, the left halfback. The fullback is Weaver. Number 10 in the slot is Chandler. Bergdorf, the quarterback. Bergdorf on the handoff to Weaver, who picks up maybe 1 yard. He might have gotten up to the 18-yard line. Looked like Maurice Gamble was in on the tackle, so they call it no gain. They call it no gain on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 3. Ball still, well, it looks like he picked up about a half yard, but half yards don't count, except when you're going for a first down. Parsegian out to the left side. This time they're going to run twins out to the left side. With Parsegian and Chandler. Bergdorf on the keeper around the right side, dropped for a loss back at the 20-yard line. It was number 20, Bryant Brewer, who got through with a lot of penetration. That's what Coach Birchfield said earlier this week was going to be the key, was their penetration of the wing T. So it's going to be 4th and 4 after a loss of about 2. And the ball's resting on the Lions' 20, so we'll see what they decide to do. They're up by a score of 7. There's 2:27 left to go in the first quarter. They're going to go for it. Chandler out to the left side. Now they move up in a power I formation. Now Parsegian splitting out to the left side, dropping back into the wing T with Weaver and Pace in the backfield. Handoff is to Pace coming around the left side. He's close to a first down. He's got it across the 5, and he falls in. No, they say he went out of bounds, but it's going to be at about the 1-yard line. Pace on a little trap moving across. He was almost caught in the backfield, but was able to break away. They move into a power I, and they shift all kinds of folks. The tight end lines up in the power I, and he shifts out to the right side. Then they bring everybody back into the wing T, and it's a quick shift, trying to upset the Lions as they get set on defense, and it has worked a couple of times. 2 minutes left to go in this quarter, and Cedartown is getting set up for a 1st and goal to go from the Lions' 1-yard line. This time they're coming out of it, definitely out of the power I, and they'll stay that way with Parsegian to the right side. It's Bergdorf, who is, I believe, gets across the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Cedartown are up by a score of 13-0. They line up for the point after attempt. Just 1:47 left to go. So 1-yard carry for Bergdorf results in a touchdown. The 1:47 left to go in the quarter. It was just a power play. Bergdorf going right over the back of his center. Now the PAT attempt, it is up, it is good. Lions down by a score of 14-0. We'll be back in just a moment after this 60-second timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. This should be after. tonight?
I think we're getting behind. I hate when the first quarter.
14-0. .30 WPPI on the kickoff. Walt Dunson had a foot in the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. Lions with 1st and 10 now from the 20-yard line. The Lions down by a score of 14-0 with 1:47 left to go. This is WPPI Carrollton at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium with Central Lions football action against the Cedartown Bulldogs. Here come the Lions out of the I. McCullough to the right, Mason to the left. 1st and 10 from the 20. Dunson with a handoff to Correll. Correll around the right side. He's got room and picks up about 5. Correll got hit at the line of scrimmage, turned on a burst of speed, broke the tackle, and still picked up 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 now for the Lions from their own 25-yard line. Just shy of the 25, actually, by inches, down to a minute 25, minute 23 in this quarter. Now on the far side of the field. Lions want to pick it up fast here. It is Dunson handing off to Gamble, who plunges straight ahead and is finally brought down after a gain of about a yard. They give him a gain of 2 yards. So Gamble picks up about 2, so it's going to be 3rd and about 3 now from the Lions' 27-yard line. Ball now moved to the center of the field. And Cedartown showing a lot of poise tonight, rolling over the Lions for 2 touchdowns, 2 possessions, 2 scores. McCullough to the left, Mason to the right. Dunson out of the I. He wants to throw, looking to his left side. He rolls out and lets the ball go way downfield. Gamble open for a second. In and out of his hands at about the 46-yard line. 2 Cedartown defenders on him. And Gamble didn't have much of a chance. The ball a little underthrown. Gamble having to slow up to get to the ball. And so it is quickly 4th and 3 for the Lions. The Lions are going to punt. It'll be Patrick Peeler, who's going to be standing at about his own 12-yard line to kick the ball away, and Chandler will be standing back at his own 40 for Cedartown to receive. Only 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. A very quick game, and the Lions down, as we say, by a score of 14-0. Low snap. Peeler gets the ball away, and they let it bounce down at about the 45. It was touched by a Cedartown player, so Chandler has to try to shovel it out of bounds. And they put the ball down at about the 34-yard line. So that's where Cedartown will take possession with 20 seconds left to go in the quarter. 1st and 10. So the Lions are going to have to stiffen up here and figure out what's going on. Like you say, what's worked a couple of times for Cedartown is when they line up in a power I, make a very quick shift back into their regular wing T. It seems to be upsetting the Lions just a little bit as they try to quickly shift in and out of a defensive formation to contain it. Here comes Cedartown. It looks like they're lining up in a straight I with Weaver, 21, at the fullback. No, now they're making the shift again. Pace moving over to the right side in the halfback position. Bergdorf, the quarterback. Bergdorf handing to Pace around the left side. And Pace makes it across the 50-yard line. Looks like the ball down in the Lions territory on about the 49. So a pickup of 6 yards to the Bulldogs as time runs out in the first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. Skip those. We'll make it up at halftime. That's a break round. .13:30 WPPI at the start of the second quarter. Cedartown got off a quick play, and it was Weaver going for about 7 yards and a first down on a little draw play, but it gets them deeper into Lions territory. Now they'll have a 1st and 10 from the Lions' 43-yard line. They're on the near side of the field. Now Cedartown going from my right to left. Out of the wing tee, it'll be Parsegian lining up to the left side in the flanker position. In the slot is Chandler, number 10. Bergdorf, he wants to throw. Looking way downfield for Weaver. He's got the ball at the 21, the 10, the 5. He's in for a score, and the Lions in serious trouble at the first start of the second quarter, down by a score of 20-0. Actually, that was Bergdorf to 81. I misread his number. Breaking free, Cassius Clay, the tight end. So they were at the Lions 43, so a 43-yard connection from Bergdorf to Clay, the big tight end. They're up by 20-0. Lions definitely having difficulties tonight. Here's the point after attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. Lions down 21-0 with 11:28 left to go in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. Back at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium, this is Tom Cooper on WPPI Carrollton, the voice of the Central Lions. Lions in trouble here in the first half, down 21-0 just at the start of the second quarter. About a 40-yard pass play from Bergdorf to Cassius Clay. Johnson taking the ball at about the 10 on the kickoff, across the 20, the 25, breaking free to the 30-yard line. Fine individual effort by Johnson to bring the ball up to the 30. He had a lot of hits on him at about the 20 and the 25, and he just kept his legs in motion and pumped his way to the 30. So now the Lions definitely have to get something going, get on the board, and try to balance things out a little bit here. They've been ineffective on offense and experienced serious problems on defense. Maurice Gamble coming out of the game. It's going to be Barton in the backfield along with Carell. 22, Wayne Mason to the left side, McCullough to the right, Dunson the quarterback. And the handoff is to Barton, straight up the middle. And Barton is stopped, I believe, for no gain. No gain on the play. Well, I don't know. They're going to say he picked up a yard, so give Barton a yard on the play. But it's still 2nd and 9 for the Lions, and that's a situation they've been in all night. They have had a big problem with third down conversions. So they've got to try to do it here on 2nd down. Barton remains in the game. Dunson is dropping back to pass, rolling to his left side. A lot of pressure. He could be sacked all the way back at the 10-yard line. A loss of nearly 20 yards on the play. Well, it's a little better. They're going to say his knee touched a little sooner than that. So a loss of 17 yards on the play. A lot of pressure. Dunson didn't have time to do anything. Fighting for his life the whole time. Didn't even have time to try to dump the ball. Cedartown putting everybody up on the line, and everybody came pouring through. So the Lions' problems continuing now. They've got a 3rd and 26. The ball is resting on their own 14-yard line on the far side of the field. McCullough to the right. Adams to the left. It is on a drop play. Dunson coming across the 15. And finally being wrestled out of bounds about the 18-yard line. Dunson broke away at the center of the field, made a dash to the sidelines. So it's 4th and 22 after a pickup of 4 by Dunson. And Patrick Peeler has been seeing heavy duty tonight, coming in to punt the ball away, and this time he'll be standing at about his own 5-yard line. Chandler, the deep receiver for Cedartown, will be standing in lines territory at about the 49. He needs a good one here, and he gets a good kick away, taking Chandler back to the 47 where he calls for a fair catch. So Cedartown will get the ball again. They've scored on every possession. Scoring twice in the first quarter, once in the second quarter. And they get the ball again with a 1st and 10 now from their own 47-yard line. Cedartown will put Parsegian to the left. Weaver and Pace in the backfield behind number 12, Bergdorf, the quarterback, once again in the slot, number 10, Chandler. On the 1st and 10, Bergdorf on a little flanker reverse. Number 28, the ball carrier. Lewis coming up across the 50 down to the 49-yard line. On the spot of the ball, he picks up 4, so it'll be it'll be 2nd and 7. Give him a gain of 3. Parsegian to the left side. Lewis in instead of Chandler on the slot. They're in the center of the field from my right to left. Pace and Weaver. Now Lewis in motion to the right side. And the handoff is to Weaver. He's got room around the left side. Brought down after a gain of about 2.5, 3 yards. 8:14 left to go in the half. This is, once again, WPPI Carrollton. So a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 4 now for Cedartown. The ball resting on the Lions' 47-yard line. Lions have got to stiffen up in the middle. They're being taken out of the action. And these Cedartown runners are finding just enough room right off the corners. Parsegian off to the right side. This time Lewis lines up in the slot to the left. And it is Bergdorf wanting to throw downfield, in and out of the hands of Weaver at the 44-yard line. So now it'll be the first 4th down. Well, actually the second 4th down, the other 4th down situation they scored on. So Cedartown will have a 4th and 4 from the Lions 47. And it looks like they're going to punt the ball away for the first time tonight. Number 9 in. He is the punter, I believe, Bob Tracy, a backup quarterback. Deep to receive for the Lions will be McConnell, number 27. He'll be standing at his own 15-yard line. The punter will be standing at a 41. Not much pressure. Good kick. McConnell stares it into his hands, and it is knocked free, but rolls out of the bounds, fortunately for the Lions, at about the 13-yard line. McConnell caught it on his fingertips and didn't have time to haul it in before he was smacked, but fortunately for the Lions, it dribbled out of bounds. McConnell took a hard hit. So the Lions, once again in poor field position, with 7:27 left to go in the first half, will be facing 1st and 10. The ball will be resting on their own 13-yard line. Lions in a hole. Mason to the left, McCullough to the right. Gamble back in at fullback. I think Brewer's in tailback. Brewer across the middle, has a little crack. Looks like he makes it up to the 19-yard line. So a gain of 6 for Brewer. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Lions now from the 19, just beyond the 19-yard line. Farley coming into the game. He'll be taking Mason's place at flanker. So the Lions trying to change things up a little bit, get some fresh faces in there. Once again, it's Brewer in the backfield, a tailback. Dunson, the quarterback, he wants to throw, looking for Farley on a crossing pattern across the middle. He's got the ball for a first down all the way up to the 31-yard line. 13-yard pickup for the Lions as they get a first down out to their own 32. 1st and 10 for the Lions from the 32. Little crossing pattern by Farley. He stays in the game out to the left side. McCullough to the right. Dunson. Again, a little drop pass out to Farley, who's got room again. But he's wrapped up quickly by some Cedartown defenders and is brought down after a gain of 7. It's going to be 2nd and a very long 3 for the Lions, as on a little short passing game now, they've proceeded to pick up about 20 yards. Second and a very long 3, the ball out to the Lions 38-yard line, down to 6 minutes and a half. Farley, they're on the far side of the field. Farley is on the short side. The handoff is to Gamble up the middle. Gamble keeps churning, picks up about 3. And so it's going to be very close. It's going to be second and inches. They're going to bring it out for a measurement as a fact. He looked very close to a first down. 5:44 left to go in the first half. They're going to be inches shy of a first down. It'll be second and inches. Ball just shy of the Lions' 42-yard line. So for the first time tonight, the Lions in the driver's seat. A couple of quick dumps to Farley to move the ball down for a first down. And then a big pickup on first down. Actually, third and inches, excuse me. So Dunson gets set. They're in a very tight I formation. And Dunson just plunges on ahead, gets the first down. And the Lions got a good drive going. They were coming all the way from their own 13, and now they're up to their own 43-yard line. So they've gone 30 yards. So a pickup of about a yard, 2 yards for the Lions. And Farley going out to the left side in the center of the field. It is McCullough again to the right side. Dunson throwing again to Farley. Same pattern they got the first down on. He's across the 50. Has another first down up to about the 44-yard line. So the Lions have found a weakness on the short passing game over on the left side. Farley comes off the line about 5 yards and just takes the quick pass and then plunges ahead. So a 13-yard pickup for the Lions. First and 10 now inside Bulldog territory at the 44. How long they'll be able to exploit this, I don't know. They're on the far side of the field, on the far hash mark. Once again, the Lions going from my left to right. Farley remaining in the game, lining up on the far side, McCullough on the near side. Short side of the field is Farley. Dunson this time throwing to McCullough on the right side across the 40. So they're going to give it to McCullough up to the 40-yard line, so a pickup of 4 on that little pass play. Dunson getting off a lot of passes. They're not picking up a big chunks of yardage in each time, but they've gotten a couple of first downs, at least one first down out of the pass. And now they're moving the ball down the field on kind of a ball control passing attack, and they'll have a 2nd and 6 from the 40-yard line. McCullough to the right. It's Farley to the left. The handoff is to Brewer, who breaks across the 40 down to the 37-yard line. So he picks up about 3 in the play. It'll be third and... It's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Central Lions with the ball resting on the 37-yard line. Dunson gets Farley again for another first down at the 30 on the same crossing pattern. Farley's just breaking off the line, cutting across the field, coming underneath the coverage, taking these little quick passes, and the Lions making good gains off of it as they pick up another first down after a gain of about 5, excuse me. Make that 7-yard pickup for a first down. Lions now have a 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Mason off the line to the right side. Dunson looking for Farley on the left side, but flags down immediately. I think we've got a penalty on Cedartown, offsides, I believe. Encroachment. We'll wait for the official signal. Against the Lions. Didn't want to see that happen with 3:49 left to go in this first half. The Lions have a good drive going. Now they're going to have to take a penalty. They had a 1st and 10 from the Cedartown 31-yard line. They bring the ball back for 5 yards. It'll be a 1st and 15. The most effective play in their arsenal has been Dunson to Farley on the left side. Also McCullough picking up one of those on the right side. Good for chunks of anywhere from 5 to 11 yards. Once again, now they got Mason set back on the right side. Farley out to the left. Same play. Pickup of about 5. Farley's free across the 25. The 20, first down. And he goes out of bounds at about the 18. 17-yard pickup that time. Cedartown is just not picking it up at all. They are not picking it up at all. The Lions just running it as if it's a drill over on the left side. Farley just coming underneath the coverage and then with good individual effort breaking free. Farley to the left, McCullough to the right. 1st and 10 for the Lions now as they have the ball down at the Cedartown 17-yard line. And it is Dunson rolling to his right side, looking for McCullough at the 5, and now he is dropped and sacked. Drops the ball, but it's recovered by Floyd Lewis. So a loss for the Lions there. Let's see. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10. And we've got a timeout called by the Central Lions. 3:24 left to go in the first half. The Lions are down by a score of 21-0, but on the move with a 2nd and 10 in Cedartown territory. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI.
And he goes like this. Ball is not that far away, and they just collapse all over it.
So he threw the ball? WPPI. The Lions now with a 2nd 10, the ball about the 18-yard line of Cedartown. 3:24 left to go in this half. Lions down by 21-0 though, but having great success with a short passing game, especially to the left side to William Farley. Now Farley is out of the game. In the backfield it'll be Gamble and Correll. To the right side, Mason. To the left side, McCullough. In the eye on the far side of the field, Dunson takes a look, and he is looking downfield for Maurice Gamble, who pulls the ball in at the 10-yard line. He gets across the 10, falls forward, and it looks like it's very close to a first down at about the 8-yard line. They're going to bring the chains across to look. Maurice Gamble just hauled it in right at about the 10-yard line, then dropped. They take a break while they bring the chains across down to 3:03. So the Lions pick up about 10. Dunson to Gamble, and they go to the air for success in the second quarter. It'll be less than a yard for the first down, about a foot. Ball will be down to the Bulldogs, just shy of the Bulldogs' 8-yard line. Might be less than a foot. Might be about 6 inches. So, the Lions now with a 2nd and short. McCullough to the right. Mason to the left, and the backfield it'll be Gamble and Correll. Gamble hauls it in, as I said, for nearly a 10-yard pickup. Lions close to picking up another first down. Dunson straight ahead, first down to the 5-yard line. Pickup of 3 for Walt Dunson. Little quarterback trap straight up the middle. Now Farley is going to come back in the game. On this short yardage situation, I wouldn't be surprised here if the Lions try that little short dump pass off to the left side. Mason coming out. Farley over to the left side. The ball's in the center of the field. Plenty of room for Farley to operate over there on a 1st and goal to go from the 5-yard line. McCullough to the right. Little tighter coverage by Lewis this time on Farley. Dunson tries it again, and it is intercepted in the end zone, I believe, by Cedartown. And that time Lewis got in front of Farley. I said earlier when they lined up that they'd put him up a little tighter, and he just moved right into the pattern. Dunson let the ball go anyway, so Cedartown's on a touchback will have 1st and 10 from the 20. 2:36 left to go in this quarter. So the Lions threaten, but are denied. 1st and 10 for Cedartown, not much time left. Parsegian out to the left side, I believe it's Chandler in the slot on the right. Pace and Weaver in the backfield. Bergdorf handing off to Pace, reverse to Chandler around the left side across the 20. He picks up 5 to the 25 and is dropped at about the 27-yard line. So a pickup of 7 by Chris Chandler for Cedartown. It's going to be a 2nd and 3 for Cedartown with 2:12 left to go in the game. They're on the near hash mark, going from my left to right. Now it's Parsegian out to the left side for Cedartown, and it is Chandler in the slot to the right. Fullback is Weaver, and the handoff is to Weaver, who comes around the right side. Flag thrown at about the 28. And the Lions could use a Cedartown penalty here because they've been on the receiving end of the Little Yellow Hankies this evening. Nothing major, mainly offsides for the Lions on a couple of previous drives. They're talking to the captains. We'll wait for the indication here. We've got a hold on Cedartown. And from the line of scrimmage, which was the 27. So that'll bring the ball back about 15 yards, and that'll move it all the way back to the 17-yard line. Excuse me, a 10-yard penalty back to the 17-yard line. So they're going to have a 2nd and 13. So they'll come again out of that wing T formation. The fullback is Weaver. Split out to the left is Pace in the halfback slot. Now it is Chandler in motion to the left side. Bergdorf. He wants to throw. Looking down the left side. Pace open for a 2nd at the 30, but overthrown by Bergdorf. So it'll be 3rd and 13 for Cedartown. 1:41 left to go in this quarter. Time ticking away in the first half. The Lions down by 21-0. Definitely not out of the game. They did launch an impressive drive on a short throwing game. The cornerback read the play perfectly and moved in front of Farley to snag the ball. 3rd and 13 for Cedartown. Back at the 17-yard line, their own 17. Bergdorf handing off to Weaver on the draw across the 20, across the 30. He's got a first down to the 35, 34-yard line. Down to a minute 33. "17-yard pickup for Weaver. First down and 10 from their own 34-yard line for the Cedartown Bulldogs. And Cedartown's got a lot of time if they need it. Minute 27 left to go, and they do take a timeout. Stop the clock. Lions down 21-0. A minute 27 left to go in the first half. We take a 60-second timeout on the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI.
We know what they do.
Huh?
Cedartown takes shifting right before they snap the ball. Instead of Memphis doing their shifting while they're running.
Never shift. Later, like I did.
Next year, when you see CBS Sports, John Mann will be talking. See her sitting right beside the phone. You see John Mann right on that thing.
Everything that shift.
They are, don't you see them? And it confuses the crap out of the league, so they're shifting and
That was a short timeout, guys. .1330 WPPI and a 1st and 10 from the Lions 44. Cedartown tried a little screen play, but it just didn't even get close to a Pacey intended receiver. So now they'll have a 2nd and 10, and that only takes a couple of ticks off the clock. Minute 23 left to go in the first half. Lions want to hold them here. They certainly don't want to go in the locker room any further behind than they are now. 21-0. Cedartown scoring twice in the first quarter, then scoring with just about 30 seconds gone in the second quarter. The Lions have held since then, mounted one good drive, a ball control drive, but unfortunately we're not able to get into the score. The wing T formation, a handoff to Pace around the right side across the 40, and he gets across the 45, close to the 49-yard line for another first down. "15-yard pickup for Pace around the right side. And they'll have a 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line, and that didn't eat up much time either. 1:15 left to go. Cedartown's got plenty of time to score. The Lions have got to clamp it down here. They have got to get better penetration. Now the quick shift by Cedartown. Once again into the wing T. Bergdorf, the quarterback. Bergdorf handing to Pace. This time coming around the left side across the 50. Flag back down at the 45-yard line. This might all be for naught as Pace breaks away across the 20. Dragged down by the shirt at about the 20-yard line. Huge pickup, but we've got a flag thrown all the way back at the 45-yard line. Let's see what that call is. Clip, and a big opportune clip for the Lions. Nearly a 35-yard pickup by Pace on that, but we say it doesn't count. Fine individual effort, a lot of Lions, but they showed the same problem they had last week against Emma Sansom. Emma Sansom scored their 20 points basically on 3 big breakaway runs where the Lions had problems tackling the man. A little too many attempts at arm tackling, not good solid open field tackling, and this is what could have hurt the Lions here as Pace broke away for 35 yards. But they bring the ball 15 yards back from the point of infraction, so it brings it all the way back to the 30. So they're going to have a 1st and 29 with the ball back at their 31. Ball back at the 30, excuse me. So Cedartown, 39 seconds left to go. First and 29 for Cedartown, shifting into the wing T on their own 30. Handoff to Pace around the right side. He's across the 40. He gets up to the 43-yard line. So a pickup of 8 for Cedartown on that one. Pace going for 8 yards. 2nd and about 21 now for Cedartown. Timeout called by the Cedartown Bulldogs with 6 seconds left to go in a half. We'll take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI Carrollton.
To the well one to the end zone. Charlie just didn't play it well. Charlie should have. They just celebrated for knocking the shit out of the shit. Well, they knew they were going to go to it. They knew it. I knew it. I can't believe how well that worked though down the field. I can't believe they didn't stop it early.
I don't know why they didn't stop it when they were trying to do that.
As little as I know about football, I knew it was working good.
They're going to
kick a field goal?
Huh?
Kick a field goal?
That's all.
13:30 WPPI. Time runs out in the first half. Let me describe what happened on the last play. They were going to try a halfback option with Pace. He got chased out of the pocket.
First and 16.
It'll be second and goal to go from the 5. So Weaver having a good night tonight, picking up 2 there, though. The Lions have got to stop Weaver. Now they're going to run 3 backs. Chandler, Weaver out of the power I, or power T, I guess you'd call it, with Pace. Pace coming through. He stopped at the 5. Lions putting up a defensive stand deep in their own territory, forcing it to 3rd and 5. Time in the 3rd quarter, 8:25. Lions down 21-0. This is WPPI Carrollton. Third and goal to go from the Central 5 for the Cedartown Bulldogs, who marched the ball all the way from about their own 40-yard line. This time they're going to go with the T split to the right side. And it was Bergdorf passing into the end zone to 81 Cassius Clay for another score. Bergdorf rolled to his right, Cassius Clay splitting out from the tight end formation. Pace doing the decoy move out of the backfield, plunging across the line. The Lions were overcommitted, and the Lions now by a score of 27-0. So the Lions got to do something offensively for morale purposes, if not just for the score. They've got to get something going to get themselves back into this game, because with 7:53 left to go in the 3rd quarter, they're down by a score of 27-0. And with a point after attempt good, it is 28-0 Cedartown over the Central Lions. We'll take a short break, about 30 seconds worth. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI.
How long?
30 seconds. I did.
You
So my 30 seconds worth. You came to play basketball. Huh? You came to play basketball.
did? Traveling. And when they have the ball, the Central gets the penalty. I mark it down on Central.
Whoever who points to.
1330 WPPI at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium, where the Central Lions struggling down 28-0 to Cedartown. We're in third quarter, 7:53 left to go in this quarter. Central taking the kick now. It is Dunson deep to receive, but the kick's going to be taken by Brewer, I believe, at about the 15. He's across to the 34. Excuse me, it was Maurice Gamble getting up to about the 34-yard line. Him and Arnie Carell and Gamble both moving in. So the Lions will have 1st and 10 now from their own 34-yard line. Their best success coming on a series of short yardage passing plays about in the middle of the second quarter, but they were denied a touchdown on an interception in the end zone. This time they're going to put Wayne Mason to the right, McCullough to the left on the far side of the field. It'll be Gamble and Carell in the backfield. It is Dunson rolling to his right side, looking downfield. He gets the pass away to Gamble, but it is tipped away. Dunson taking a chance, throwing it into traffic. 2 defenders right around Gamble. Fortunate there wasn't an interception on that play. 2nd and 10 from the 34 for the Central Lions. Lions still in the far hash mark. This time Mason to the left, McCullough to the right. Backfield is once again Gamble and Carell. Dunson rolling to his right side, looking down the field for McCullough. Now throwing up the middle for Wayne Mason, intercepted by Cedartown at the 41. Returned across the 45 down to about the 38-yard line. We have flags thrown on the far side of the field. Ball overthrown for McCullough and into the hands of Chris Shiflett, their cornerback, strong safety. We'll have to see what the flag is. Dunson just put a little too much muscle on the ball. And let's see what the flag is going to be. But Cedartown has controlled, obviously, almost all of the second half as the Lions in their first possession are intercepted. We're talking to the Lions, seeing what decision they want to make. We have a clip after the interception on Cedartown. A 15-yard penalty on Cedartown. It should be from the point of the infraction. So Cedartown looks like they're going to have a 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. The Lions really couldn't afford that. Cedartown. Bergdorf, the quarterback. He's a sophomore, I believe, or junior. Bergdorf handing off to Pace, going up the middle, stopped at the line of scrimmage by the Lions. They're tightening up now, but they're down 28-0. Bergdorf is a sophomore, excuse me. Second and 10 for Cedartown. Ball resting on their own 42-yard line. We're in the third quarter. 6:33 left to go. You're listening to WPPI Carrollton. This is Tom Cooper with you at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium. Bergdorf, the quarterback for the Bulldogs. Checks. Wants to throw. Drops straight back. Long pass downfield. Broken up by Wayne Mason. Intended for Chris Chandler down at about the 33-yard line. And we've got an injured player for Cedartown. Cedartown coach is coming out to take a look. We're going to take a timeout while they take this injury timeout. Lions down 28-0, 6:17 left to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI.
Slick. Get out of here. We got a theme song and everything, man. Yeah. Tom Slick. What do they show those? They do. 6:30 at 40. Every morning? Every morning. I've been taping them. 46. Tom Slick? Yeah. How about George? You betcha. George? And my personal favorite. What? Super Chicken. Huh? Super Chicken. Super Chicken's on?
.1330 WPPI on the 1st and 10 on their own 42. Bergdorf goes around left corner and takes the ball down to the Lions' 46-yard line. So a pickup of 12 for Bergdorf and another first down for Cedartown with 5:50 left to go in the third quarter. They're on the near hash mark from my right to left. Bergdorf checks, takes a snap, hands to Weaver, breaks across the middle, across the 40, the 35, the 30. Taken out of bounds at the Lions' 27-yard line. And Cedartown just continues to roll. They'll have a 1st and 10 from the Lions' 27. 19-yard pickup for Weaver. And the Lions just continue to have problems. Now we've got officials taking a timeout. All right, things are back into play now. 5:39 left to go in the third quarter. The Lions down 28-0, and Cedartown on the move again with the 1st and 10 from the Lions' 27. Handoff to Pace, looking for the right corner. Lions wrap him up for a gain of maybe a yard, but it's a yard he'll wish he never took. As about 6 Lions made a good tackle on the ball. So it'll be 2nd and 9 now for Cedartown. Ball is moved up to the... Ball's moved up to the Lions just shy of their 26-yard line. Now they're on the far side of the field. Cedartown in a very tight formation. Now they split up Arcedia to the left. Bergdorf takes a look. And the handoff is to Weaver across the 20. Weaver fighting his way down to about the 16-yard line. Very close to a first down. I believe he's got the first down. They give him his motion down to the 16, and the Lions continue to give up big chunks of yardage to Weaver, the big fullback. And it's Pace coming around the corner, tearing off large chunks of yardage against the Lions. So they have another first down. Mark the ball at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 for Weaver. Cedartown now shifting out of the power I back into the wing T. 4:15 left to go in the third quarter. Bergdorf. He hands off to Weaver, who falls ahead to the 10-yard line. Pickup of 7 yards for Weaver, number 21. The big fullback having a heck of a night for Cedartown, but at the Lions' expense. Now the Lions make some more shifts in their defensive unit. Brewer coming in, Melvin Brown, 78 Floyd Lewis. 2nd and a long 3. Ball just shy of the Lions' 10-yard line. Out of the wing T, Bergdorf. The keeper coming around the left side. Sacked for the Lions, though, by Arnie Carell. For a loss of about 5 yards back to the Lions' 16-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 again for Cedartown. Down to the Central Lions' 17-yard line. 3rd and 10. Down to 2:59 in the third quarter. Lions got to hold here. Bergdorf wants to throw. A lot of pressure. Missed tackle by Correll. And Chandler gets the ball at about the 4-yard line. Good for a first down. Correll kind of overran the play. Stuck out an arm, but couldn't do it. For a pickup of 15 yards and a first down. It'll be first and goal to go from the Lions' 2-yard line for the Cedartown Bulldogs. And they're threatening to make things even worse here at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium. The Lions already down 28-0. First and goal to go from the 2-yard line for Cedartown. Now going into the power I. Handoff to Pace. He's tripped up the line of scrimmage. Number 61 for the Lions, Scott Edwards, made the initial hit. So a loss of about a half a yard. It's going to be second and goal to go from about the 2.5 for Cedartown. The Lions have got to tighten up here. They can't afford to give up another score. They've only got about a quarter and 2 minutes left to play. Bergdorf handing off to Pace. Pace pulls his head way ahead. Down very close to the end zone. Looks like he's going to be stopped about 6 inches shy, where it'll be third and goal to go. And you know that Cedartown will use both plays to get in the end zone here if they need to. They're only about 2 inches shy of the goal line stripe. They're going to take Pace. Now we've got a timeout called by Cedartown. Timeout called by the Cedartown Bulldogs. They've got about an inch to go to score again. Lions already down 28-0 with 1:26 left to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. WPPI. Here's the situation. Lions gave up another score in this half with 7:53 left to go in the third quarter on a 5-yard pass by Bergdorf to Clay. And now with about 1:26 left to go in the third quarter, Cedartown knocking on the door with the third and goal to go from inches out. In the backfield for Cedartown now, Sean Ridgway, number 30. And it is Bergdorf keeping up the middle. And he scores, bringing it to 34-0 for Cedartown over the Lions. Lions have just been completely ineffective against the wing T offense of Cedartown. Cedartown, a team that defeated Rockmart earlier this year. And now Cedartown going for the point after attempt. Officials timeout. Well, they check a piece of gear here. All right, time back in. 1:24 left to go. Cedartown fixing to try to make it 35-0 after the 1-yard score by Bergdorf. The kick is up. And the kick is good. Lions down by a score of 35-0 with 1:24 left to go in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. Cedartown's getting ready to kick off. As I said, the Lions down 35-0 after the 1-yard run by Ridgway. And here is the kickoff. Deep to receive, Dunson, who lets the ball go through and into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Be first and 10 from the 20 for the Lions. Just about a minute and a half left to go in this quarter. And then the Lions, not much time, with a huge deficit, 35-0. They have had very little luck on offense in this half. The Lions have basically zero offense in the third quarter. Dunson with a handoff to number 5. That's Jeff Robinson, the ball carrier. And he picks up 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Lions now from the 22-yard line. It'll be Mason to the left, McCullough to the right. Eric Barton is in at fullback. Robinson stays in the tailback. 2nd and 8 for the Lions. It's a pitch on the option to Robinson around the left side. He's got a first down across the 30. Gets close to the 35-yard line. So 12-yard pickup for Robinson up to the Lions' 34-yard line. And that's where the Lions will have a 1st and 10. So Robinson, he's going to stay in the tailback. He's had a couple good carries, picking up a total of about 17 yards. 1st and 10 from the 34. Dunson with a pitch to Robinson around the right side. Across the 35, he struggles his way up to about the 38, maybe to the 39. Pick up a 4 for Robinson. Pick up a 5 for Robinson. It'll be 2nd and 5 now from the 39-yard line of the Lions. They're on the near side of the field. Time down to 8:76. We'll see if they get this play off before time runs out. Dunson takes a snap, and it is Robinson up the middle, down across the 50-yard line for another first down. And a pickup of 11 yards. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds for fourth quarter action. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI.
We have to. You go to Atlanta, I'll have to do that M thing.
What's this? I think I just wear a headset mic.
The voice of the Central Lions, DPI, Jimmy Cooper.
Gary Cooper. My evil twin brother, Jimmy. First and 10 for the Lions from the 50-yard line. At the start of the fourth quarter, they're down 35-0. Dunson, a pitch to Robinson, workhorse on this series across the 45, the 40. He may go for a score. He's across the 20, the 10, the 5, brought down at the 4-yard line. 46-yard pickup for Robinson around the left side. No flags, more importantly. 46-yard pickup for Robinson. So Robinson has been carrying the brunt of the work in this drive by the Lions. He's got 76 yards in this quarter, or not this quarter, on this drive, which started at the end of the third quarter. Lions now with a 1st and goal to go from the 4. Handoff is to Dunson, coming across the middle and skipping into the end zone for a 4-yard touchdown with 11:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Lions get on the board, scores 35-6. Now if the Lions can score that quickly, all they got to do is keep the ball out of the hands of Cedartown, but unfortunately they've got to give it back to them now after the score. Now we'll see if the Lions decide to go for 2. Dunson made it look easy with an excellent fake to Barton, which everybody took, and then he just skipped around the corner. In fact, I took the fake too. They are going to go for 2. Dunson on a keeper, coming around the left side. He goes in for 2 points. Score is 35-8 to Central Lions. 11:26 left to go in the game. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. 13:30 WPPI. I'm not sure or not whether the Lions are going to go for a 13:30 WPPI. Not sure or not whether the Lions will go for an onside here. They need to get the ball back. It looks like they are. Little squib kick. Taking it about the 30 by Pace, and the Lions tackle him. Fine open field tackle for the Lions by James Moorhead. And on the kick, they got a little bit too much for it for an onside, but they burst it over to the right side and sent everybody over there. Well, Pace picked it up in the air, and then it was Moorhead making a fine shoestring tackle of Pace. So now Cedartown, will have the ball back with a 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Cedartown, as I said earlier, moving the ball almost at will against the Lions this evening. The Lions have got to toughen up here. Out of the wing tee, Bergdorf, the quarterback, number 12. Takes the snap. Handoff is to 21, Weaver. Stopped immediately for a loss of about 1. Lions getting excellent penetration. So a loss of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. Second and 11. The ball is now down closer to their 32. Bergdorf takes a look. At that time, the Lions had a fine defensive play. If they can just keep it up. Handoff is to Pace coming around the right side. He's got some room, but the Lions bring him down after he gets across the 35 up to about the 38. Lions had great penetration, but couldn't make the tackle, and he broke free across the line of scrimmage for a pickup of 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now. 3rd and 7. A long 4 actually is what the pickup was, but we'll call it 5. So now they've got a 3rd and 7. The ball is up to the 38-yard line of their own 38-yard line. Cedartown taking a look, and we've got a flag thrown. Hope it's not too little too late, but the Lions getting some breaks here. We've got offsides against the Bulldogs. 5-yard penalty. Now it's back to about a 3rd and 12. Ball is back at the Cedartown 32-yard line. The Lions are in position if they can stop him here to get the ball back. Bergdorf on a draw to Weaver. He is stopped after a gain of about 2 up at the 35-yard line. Fine tackle made for the Lions there. If I can get his number by 28, I believe it's Melvin Brown. That's Melvin. So the Lions playing the kind of defense that we kind of wish we would have seen a little earlier in the evening. It's going to be 4th and about 9 for Cedartown. Need to receive the punt, and they are going to punt the ball away, I believe, for only the 2nd time this evening. Dunson standing back at his own 30-yard line. Lions down 35-8, 9 minutes left to go. Kind of a short kick. It's going to fall, and Dunson's going to let it bounce at about the 35. And they'll down the ball, I believe, at about the 33. They bring the ball up to the 35, and that's where the Lions will take over operations with 8:59 left to go. The Lions with a long way to go. They're down by 35-8, and they've got 9 minutes left to go to try to get into this game. If they can score as quickly as they did last time, basically with the services of Jeff Robinson, they could be in position to do something. They go with the same backfield, Barton and Robinson, Mason to the left, McCullough to the right. And it is Dunson rolling to the left, throwing way downfield. Mason is open at the 30, overthrown. Mason open down at about the 30, but Dunson had a little bit too much mustard on it. Of course, he's trying to keep it out of the hands of the trailing Cedartown defender. So now the Lions face a 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. The Lions trying to get back into things quickly. Mason to the left, McCullough to the right, Barton and Robinson once again in the backfield on this 2nd and 10 situation from the Lions' own 35-yard line. Dunson on a draw. He's across the 35, the 40. He's got room. He's across the 40 into Bulldog territory, down to the 35. He's free to the 30. An amazing bit of open field running by Walt Dunson, back and forth, skipping and juking and jiving out of tackles. "36-yard pickup by Walt Dunson. As the Lions get a first down in Bulldog territory at the 34. Lions moving quickly, try to get back into this thing. They've got Farley in, number 8 on the left side. Oh, we got a flag. Motion on the Lions, offsides. So the Lions are going to lose 5. The 1st and 15 now. Back the ball backed up to the 34-yard line. McCullough to the right, Farley to the left. Barton and Robinson in the backfield. Dunson the quarterback. 8 minutes left to go. Dunson wants to throw again. Now he's going to run. He's across the 30. Delivers a vicious hit to one of the safeties and goes out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. Oh, actually broke across the 30, excuse me, I misread my yard markers. He makes it down to the 27 yards. So pick up a 7 for Dunson. Farley splitting out to the right side with McCullough to the left this time. Time down to 7:53. Lions on the move with the 2nd and 8 situation. Quick pitch to Robinson. He fumbles the ball and makes his own recovery for a loss of 1 yard back at the 30. Actually, a loss of 3 yards, excuse me. Robinson just never had control of it. So now they're going to be back in a 3rd and 11 situation with the ball at the Cedartown 31. So the Lions now looking at a 3rd and 11 from the Cedartown 31. 7 minutes left to go in the game. They're down 35-8. Half the fullback option. It's Maurice Gamble throwing the ball for Farley in the end zone. Farley fighting for it, but in and out of his hands in the end zone. Gamble delivered the ball well. But there was good coverage, just overthrown, just a little bit over Farley. So it's going to be 4th and 11 for the Lions. We can be assured the Lions are going to go for it. They'd rather go ahead and take the chance than give the ball up here. 4th and 11 now for the Central Lions. Farley out to the left side. Farmer to the right. Dunson rolling to the left. On a keeper. He's across the 30, the 25, the 20. He's got a first down as he goes out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Dunson out of bounds at the 17. So it'll be a first down for the Lions after a pickup of about 14 yards for Dunson. So the Lions now at about the 17-yard line have a 1st and 10. 6:50 left to go in the game. Pitch to Robinson. Around the right side. Good penetration by Cedartown. Robinson hit and hit hard for a loss of about a half yard. Robinson didn't have anywhere to go once he got the ball. Number 44, Shiflett, making the tackle for Cedartown. Now the Lions will face 2nd and 11. Ball is back at the 18. 6:22 left to go. Lions still down 35-8. Lions don't want to be grinding it out here. They want to score quick, and then try to get the ball back and score again. Lions having horrible offensive problems in the third quarter, picking up practically 0 yardage. It's Mason in the game now to the right side, McCullough to the left there in the far hash mark. Going from my right to left. Dunson, he's going to throw. He's looking for McCullough in the corner of the end zone. McCullough's open. He goes up, and the ball's knocked in and out of his hands. Incomplete. So we're going to go to a 3rd and 11 situation. Good defensive play by Lewis, number 28 for Cedartown. McCullough had to hold up and wait for the ball. The Lions need a break. Mason to the left. McCullough to the right. Once again on the far hash mark on the 3rd and 11 from the 17-yard line. Dunson going to throw again. Into the middle of the end zone and in and out of Farmer's hands at the 4-yard line. This time broken up by Shiflett again, number 44. He got his hands in the ball, but Shiflett got his on there too and pulled it out and knocked it down. So the Lions, once again in desperation time with a 4th and 11. The ball is resting on the 18-yard line of Cedartown. Lions are down by 27 points with 5:52 left to go in the game. William Farley coming back in, replacing Wayne Mason. And Farley's going to split out to the short side of the field, or the far side of the field, and be McCullough to the left side of the field. Dunson looking for a pitch, got tripped up and goes down, and the Lions are going to give up the ball on downs. So no gain for Dunson on the carry. 5:48 left to go. Lions down 35-8, and Cedartown gets the ball. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. WPPI on a 1st and 10 to the 19-yard line. The Bulldogs hand off to Pace, number 4, who picks up a first down up to the 33-yard line for a 14-yard pickup for Pace. Cedartown will keep the ball on the ground, content to try to run out the clock with about 5:20 left to go. They've got a 27-point lead, but they're leaving their starting offensive formation in there. Bergdorf, this time handing to Weaver, coming up the middle off the right tackle as he bowls his way ahead to about the 38-yard line. Make it the 39-yard line for a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Cedartown now from their own 39-yard line. The Lions waited to get into this game until the 4th quarter, and have suffered the consequences. 35-8 the score. 4:37 left to go in this game. And the Lions played a fast one. They got a few of their folks to creep up to the line and pulled the Bulldog offsides. So that'll bring it back about another 5 yards. So now they'll have a 2nd and 9. With the ball resting back just shy of their own 35-yard line. 2nd and 9 for Cedartown. Bergdorf, number 12, the quarterback for Cedartown. He makes a handoff to Pace on a little slant across the 40. And it looks like he went ahead for first down yardage. With a pickup of 10 yards, he makes it to their own 45-yard line, just shy of their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're going to be content just to run out the clock. They'll try to just hold on to the ball and grind it out. 4 minutes left to go. Parsegian, number 5, split out way to the left side. Ball in the center of the field. Bergdorf, the quarterback. They try it again. They got some motion again. This time the guilty party for Cedartown was number 66, Todd DeTurting, their guard. Motion against the Bulldogs, so it'll be another 5-yard penalty. Now they'll have a 1st and 15 from the 40-yard line. But under 4 minutes in the game. 3:52, as a matter of fact. This is WPPI Carrollton. The voice of the Central Lions, and we are at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium, where the Lions are about 3.5 minutes away from their second loss of the season. Bergdorf handing to Pace. He's across the 45, makes his way to the 50-yard line for a pickup of about 10 yards. And that's where they're going to have a 2nd and 5 from the 50-yard line. They want the clock just to roll on. 3:19, 3:18 left to go in the game. Lions doing what they can, but this is going to be the Lions' first home loss. I'm not even quite sure. They had a 28-game win streak broken a couple of weeks ago in Rockmart, but as far as a home loss, I think it's probably their first in about 3 years. 3 or 4 years. We have a timeout taken by Cedartown. We'll take a 60-second timeout. Lions down 35-8. You're listening to the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI. Cedartown with a 2nd and 5 from the 50-yard line. They make the handoff to Pace, who's dumped at the 50. He fumbles the ball. We're going to see whether they call the Lions recovery or not. They don't. 2:42 left to go. No gain for Pace. 2:37 left to go in this game, and the Lions, what can you say? They didn't start playing the game until except for a brief period toward the end of the second quarter and then about the middle of the fourth quarter. And Cedartown has just dominated the game. Cedartown putting wide receivers 2 out to the left side. Parsegian and Chandler on a 3rd and 5. Now Pace in motion to the left side. And Bergdorf, he throws to the right side for the big tight end. Pass broken up by Robinson at the 35-yard line. A little hard to understand why with 2 minutes left to go in the game and ahead by 35-8, they're trying little pass plays and dump-offs on 3rds and 5s. The Lions would have to score about once every 30 seconds to get back into this thing, and Cedartown's going for pass plays, and now we're going to see what they do on a 4th and 5. Looks like they're going to punt the ball away. Deep to receive for the Lions, 27, Mike McConnell standing in his own 20-yard line. And they try a fake punt, and they go for a 1st down. This is unbelievable. They're up by a score of 35-8. And they hand it off to Lewis, 28, on a short snap, who gets a 1st down and a gain of about 8. So I don't know what's on Cedartown's mind. Trying to run it up here a little bit. 1:42 left to go. 1st and 10 from the Lions, 42. Bergdorf Handing off to Weaver, who's across the 35, and he's got another first down. They're very close to a first down, maybe just a little shy, actually. He fell forward across the first down marker. I was going to say he dragged the ground a little shy of a first down at about the 32-yard line. Why in the world Cedartown to go for a fake punt when they're up by 35-8? It's just kind of reeks of poor sportsmanship, in my opinion. Pickup of 9 for Weaver on the play. A 2nd and 1 now from the Lions 33. Chandler in motion to the left side. Bergdorf with a handoff, I believe, to Weaver, who gets a first down across the 30-yard line. Pickup of 4 for Weaver, first down as the ball goes just across the Lions 30. 47 seconds left to go. The clock stops on the first down indication, and then it starts again as soon as they set the chains. Score is 35-8. 37 seconds left to go. Bergdorf just goes ahead and kneels on the ball. And that should end the game with 24 seconds left. They won't have to bother trying to get another play off. Clock down to 16, 15. And it's a 2nd and 12, but they're just going to let time run out here. That's the end of the game. The Central Lions, with their 2nd loss of the year, 35-8 this time to the Cedartown Bulldogs, a game that the Lions only played in parts of the 2nd and parts of the 4th quarter. So, we're going to take about a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back for a look at the statistics on the voice of the Central Lions, 1330 WPPI, Carrollton.
How'd you hear that? They were asking us to spread the word around and try to get us to broadcast it. Huh? They asked us to spread the word around the baseball broadcast about what they're doing. They're trying to get it going. Oh, the station ain't committed to it. No.